I asked my friend about the fall of Indian cricket team against South Africa. He replied me with this. There is no Rohit. There is no Virat. There is no Bumrah. There is no Shami. There is no Surya like this. So I'm asking him that we are playing with the B team or C team or A team. Is it not I team? I mean Indian team? So what is the reason for the decline? This is what we are going to explain in today's podcast. Welcome to the Speak and Boom podcast with Sazi Kulandi. Long time I had met you guys. This has been nearly an year. I took a break and explored a lot of things about the world, what is happening and what are the issues happening internationally, globally, and about the sports. So let us start our podcast season with the sports. So mainly I'm going to speak about the Indian-South African match, because post IPL everything has been enjoyed, the 10 teams era, everything has gone. 2022 IPL is over. The first 6 months of 2022 has gone with great of adventures and misadventures we had seen. So now we are going to discuss about how the debilitation of the Indian cricket team without the top members, or now we are having a big question mark that whether this is the Indian team's potential. So this is the potential of a second string team, or the second string team players are not Indians. So what is the reason for this decline? This is what we are going to have a chit chat. The three captains of Rahul Dravid are Shikhar Dhawan, KL Rahul, and Rishabh Pant. So in these three guys are the newbies, new captains. They are experiencing the first era of matches. They are experiencing a team right now in the international cricket. Rahul Dravid took Shikhar Dhawan against Sri Lanka. Shikhar Dhawan successfully won the ODI tournament against Sri Lanka, but still the Amme had protected Sri Lanka against the humiliation in T20 internationals. So Sri Lanka lost the second ODI and India had won in that, and then Rahul Dravid's first victory was against Sri Lanka at their home in one-day internationals. And about T20, India lost to Sri Lanka under the captaincy of Shikhar Dhawan. So next we will roll back after the Sri Lankan era. Now we will be going to the South Africa, where India had won the first test in centurion as Kohli captain, and then everything changed. KL Rahul became the first captain to captain against ODI and the rest to T20Is. And then the Kohli's captaincy era had come to an end. So that is the last dance of Kohli is in the 2020 centurion. So after that, we had seen the two tests. India bit the dust, as well as in ODI, we had a blackwash against South Africa. And now, fast forward, we had a series of victories under the Rohit Sharma against New Zealand, West Indies, Sri Lanka. So India had continually tasted victories against these three countries in home. Now came the South Africa with entirely different team. Now we're biting the dust against the South African team. The South African team is not a B team to the consideration of you. South African team had faced a lot of tumult against in many things like racism and like exclusion of important players like ft.with, ABD Villiers. These things, they had fought everything. And now they came back. Their first victory after a long time came in the test of India series, and then they won the ODI series. So to seal that, they are in leading against the India with 2 victories in 5 T20 matches. So nearly we can say South Africa won the match. They will seal the series in the next forthcoming 3 T20s. At least in 1 T20 South Africa can win, because the toss situation may differ. So India can win a match, but it's very doubtful that will a country who had lost straight 2 matches can bounce back in last 3. The question is kept to you, audience, and also to the Indian cricket team. So these 3 guys, Dhawan, Rahul and Rishabh, the DRR is still failing in captaincy. So they are noobs. Can we discard them? Indeed not. They are not noobs. Can we discard them? No. We should not discard any one of these things. But I will give some points that could do justice for these 3 new captains. Justification for Dhawan. Dhawan had captained teams like Sunrisers, Punjab Kings and also Delhi in some of the matches. But still, Dhawan did not lift IPL trophy as a captain. He had won an IPL trophy as a player. And we will leave Dhawan aside because in the 3 captains, Dhawan is in the final stage of his career. Because when we divide the careers into 3 different phases, the beginning phase, the people who are in beginning phase are Rishabh Pant, Ishan Kishan, Deepak Chahar, Umran Malik, Arshdeep Singh, these kind of people, because they are less than the age of 26. So the middle phase, who are in the middle phase are people who are nearly in the age of 30 to 32 or less than it, who are above 25 and less than 33. So Virat Kohli is between the terminal and middle stage, and then KL Rahul and then Hardik Pandya, these kind of guys who had a lot of solid experience, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Jasprit Bumrah, they are in the middle stage of their career. And who are in the terminal stage? Terminal stage are people who are nearly ripened up and they will be finished in 2 to 3 years. They will be attaining their retirement. People like Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan and some of the spinners like Jadeja, they are nearly coming to the term of retirement. They will be retiring soon. Actually, Jadeja is also 33, but the thing is, the probability says he is in the terminal stage. And not to forget Ravichandran Ashwin. The maximum Ravichandran Ashwin can cope is nearly for 2 to 3 years. Then he will also go towards the retirement phase, and there is not a single off spinner still who can equalize Ravichandran Ashwin. That is also another question mark. Still, India lacks a lot of people right now, but still, we will be discussing about the 3 captains. And then, when we are coming to Rishabh Pant, he had captained Delhi Capitals for how many years? 3. 3 is the answer. Because he was given as a captain in some of the matches in Delhi before Shreyas Iyer was there, and then he became a full-time captain for 2 years. His performances are good, his team is good, but the thing is, we should blame the captains for everything? Yes, captain is the one who is responsible for the team. Because India could have won with this team. India could have made laurels. But why we are giving entire responsibility to captain? Captain is the one who leads the team, even though they are in different levels. For example, we can give the entire credit to Babar Azam. Despite his performance will be poor, and the most suitable person for this, even though his performance is poor, he is being given a credit, is Ian Morgan. Ian Morgan, he don't perform well with batting, but he's a good field setup player. He's a good guy with the brains. He's good in setting up fields. He's good at trapping people. He has a good knowledge of cricket. But he can score runs. He's not so slogger, but he can score good runs. And also MS Dhoni is also like that. But he's a good wicket keeper. He's an exceptional wicket keeper. And Jadeja, he defended against Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore, even though he's not in a good form. Jadeja in CSK is also considered as a good captain, even though CSK has been humiliated for huge losses. Jadeja had defended them against Royal Challengers Bangalore and Mumbai Indians. Still, Jadeja outsmarted Dhoni in 2022. That's truth. So now we are coming back to this picture. Rishabh Pant's captaincy is only in Delhi Capitals for 2 years. And same for KL Rahul. He is also a new captain. The thing is, Rahul had not even captained his own state team, Karnataka. He grown under the captaincy of Manish Pandey, Mayank Agarwal, people like them. KL Rahul did not even captain Karnataka, his own state team, despite having a lot of experience in cricket. He is the best batsman the world has seen, next to Kohli. We cannot compare anyone with Kohli, but for India, he could able to justify Virat Kohli's aggression and calmness of Sachin. He is one of the most classic players I had ever seen. And Rishabh Pant, he is also one of the most classic players when he is not without the pressure. His aggression or pressure, he's like the Srikanth. Chris Srikanth does the same. If he hits, whether he will go out or it will be going out of the stadium. These are the two things that will happen. So he is this kind of player and he is that kind of player. So both are good players, but the thing whether they are the good leaders, that's a big question mark. And when he's saying about Hardik Pandya, we had not tried him because he won the IPL just now in 2022. So many will suggest Hardik Pandya to be. Hardik Pandya was vice captain for both Sri Lankan series and in South African series. But still, Hardik is not the captain. So the responsibility for Hardik is given or not, it lies in the hands of BCCI. So we will leave it aside, and these are all the three players who had faced a lot of troubles in their captaincy, even in the IPL. They are not won a single title in IPL as a captain. But Dhawan won IPL as a player in SRH. That's the catch. This is one of the most indigestible truth that BCCI cannot digest it. Rassie van der Dussen has given a statement that the Indian Premier League that has been conducted by BCCI was very helpful for players of South Africa to analyze Indian pitches. So this is one of the most important thing we need to note of. The Indian players do not play any other cricket league other than IPL because of one reason, that the workload is being given to lot of Indian players. That an IPL is of how many seasons, if you know. We have conducted IPL for nearly 14 to 15 seasons. So the thing is, the IPL gives a lot of workload because of 10 teams, and Indian players should be compulsorily playing, and only 4 foreign players are played in this. So the Indian Premier League takes a huge toll on people. You might ask, so how? Big Bash is being happening, and then PSL is being happening, and the CPL Caribbean League is happening, and then Lanka League is happening, but why? We are losing still. That's what the huge question runs among people. The huge question running among the people is why India is failing in these despite playing IPL. India is playing a lot of IPL matches than a T20 match played in a year. Isn't that truth? See, nearly a team will be playing up to 120 to 130 matches are present in IPL in a season. So they are playing 120 to 130 T20s. So not a single player will be playing. He will be playing up to 20, a maximum of 20 to 22 T20s if he is a winning team. So they will play a lot of matches like this. In this, the captain or some of the players will be an important player. So the thing is, they are playing a lot of T20s than everyone. So the first thing is the talent will be getting exposed. So that is the cricket, right? We should not do these things. The talent will be exposed, your tricks will be exposed, everything will be exposed. No, that is not the ethics of sports. Sports means you need to learn a lot. It's not just academic physics formula like that. But the thing is, you need to develop you every day, each and every day, the sports. You need to develop. And the fitness is the second and the most important concern. The fitness of a player will be starting to slow down again and again if the IPL is played a lot of time, and then again they need to switch over to international T20. Still they will be having a lot of workload in their bags. They can play matches, it's right, but the thing is, what about workload? What about fitness? You need to prepare yourself for Asia Cup, you need to prepare yourself for World T20Is. Everything is cricket matches, but the thing is, injury and fitness is one of the major concerns that each and every player should watch out. So is this India team is the most poorest team ever designed? Definitely not. This team is capable of winning a lot of matches. This team, each and every player in this team is a match winner. Any day these players are match winner, and we have the best players in the country. So what is the problem with us is what we are going to explain. So can we rule out the factor that India had lost because of their poor performance and captaincy? Definitely not. This is not a cricket expert should give an opinion like this. Indian team is not the worst, but it is not the best. What is the difference between the chasing pitch and defending pitch? And how did Sanju Samson's strategy of defense had succeeded? These things we need to learn. The first thing is the due factor. The major flaw that Indian players had done is to give power play overs to seamers. So when the over of 3 or 4, a spinner should be started playing. So if a spinner played in power play, means even though he gives a lot of runs, he won't make the batsman settle soon. So a settled batsman, when he is hitting a spinner, means it is very easy. But a settled batsman, before getting settled, he plays a spin, means he will be getting confused. So we should try something different. For example, Sanju did the same. He used Bolt also in power play, and he tried Sahal or Ashwin. They would take a wicket for them. And even though it is high scoring, they had defended it by 80 to 70 runs like that. So what is the thing that is present is the usage of bowlers and their quotas. We could able to see that our spinners struggling to left-handers. Most of the South Africans are southpaws. Southpaw Africans, we can nickname them. So the thing is, we need to try a different spin combination, and we don't have a proper off spinner other than Deepak Hooda. So this India doesn't have a proper off spinner. Now India is need of off spinner. Actually, Shreyas Iyer is a leg spinner like Sahal. So there is no off spinner, proper off spinner in India right now. Deepak Hooda is the maximum they could able to afford. So the off spin now breaks the demand. So I think we had searched for a lot of leg spinners we are having, but the thing, we have not searched a gem of off spinner. In this off spinners, I had seen two good potential off spinners who could able to dominate the Indian cricket, who could able to protect them from damage. The first off spinner is Ashwin. He will protect the thing. So apart from Ashwin, I am saying two off spinners because Ashwin is the most senior, most off spinner I had ever seen. He is a near equivalent to Muralidharan. He is the Muralidharan of this era. Not for joke, but with this powerful batsmen like Root, Stokes, Bairstow, Williamson, Latham, like this, he could able to give them a huge blows. So still, Ashwin is an important factor in off spin. And then after Ashwin, the two off spinners. One is Washington. The major problem with Washington is fitness. If he resumes the powerful fitness Washington, he will be an indestructible giant who can hit as powerful knocks, who can do the magic. So the third one who I suggest is Krishnappa Gautam. Krishnappa Gautam had played exceptionally well in spin. So this secret thing, we had learned something, that India is in need of an off spinner, the first thing. So I think in next match probably Deepak Hooda will do his debut against South Africa. So these are some of the points we need to check on, and there is coming the conclusion. To conclude this podcast, my friends, what I am saying is, let it be A team or B team or C or D, every letter you can put in the alphabet, or you can able to take the alphabet from your mother tongue also and just add it. The last letter of the team comes the playing 11. The team is also an Indian team. So we don't want to rule out that. We don't want to put something as A team, B team. Let them be. They are Indian teams, I teams, our teams. We need not to forget these things. So this is what I am saying, that each and every team of India, we need to give equal support. We don't need to do this sapakattu. Do you know what a sapakattu means? You are just exaggerating that, if Rohit is there, India would have won the match. If Kohli is there, he would have hit double centuries in T20 itself. Let it be, my friend. But we will just support each and every team as we support our players. This thing itself can make Indian team better. And then the strategies should be redefined, and the captain should have some josh. Josh means some kindling fire in their belly. They could have it, so they get able to win the matches seamlessly and easily. And we don't need to be intimidated of any players, even though they have hundreds and thousands of records or they are in their prime form. It is not necessary. We are Indians. We have even defeated the giant Gabba. We had even defended or Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia. We had also even smashed the Lord's Centurion in 2021. With these players, we do not need to forget this. This is what the Speak and Boom with Sassy Cool Indie team enforces the fans, and we are signing off with this raw podcast.